Hello and welcome back to the Kokino Podcast. Today, unlike most days, I actually have something to talk about because I actually went out and did something today. I went to watch a movie with my brother Chris. Went to the movie theater and we chose to watch the movie Isle of Dogs, which is a Wes Anderson film. And if you don't know who Wes Anderson is kind of like this weird director who tends to frame his characters in his movies very weirdly, like in ways that wouldn't be natural in real life. Like he kind of often has characters standing right in a line, in a horizontal line in front of the camera. And he often has them facing directly toward the camera. And he has like weird shots. He's the director of Fantastic Mr. Fox. He directed, I think, Magnolia Square Garden. I don't know. He directed a bunch of really interesting films. I haven't actually seen that many of his films, but I really, really liked Fantastic Mr. Fox, and so did my brother. So we went to see this movie, The Isle of Dogs. And let me just say it. This movie was absolutely amazing. This movie was so ridiculously amazing that it actually made me feel like I was a child again watching a movie. Now, that's hard to do because as you become an adult and as you watch more and more things, you get more and more jaded, more and more used to the concepts and ideas. Like, when you first watch a movie as a kid, it's like everything that's coming at you is new. But as you grow older, like as you watch a movie, maybe you expect to see one or two new things that you've never seen before, and that's it in every movie that you watch. But in this movie, every single thing that happened in this movie was a new thing. So for the entire length of this film, I felt like I was a child watching a movie for the first time in my life, and it was great. First reason this movie was really, really cool, that I really liked it, was because it was very, very genuine. A lot of movies nowadays like to kind of wink at the audience. They like to kind of be like, "Oh, we know we're doing something silly, but and we are aware that this is something stupid. And look at me, I'm winking at you. Can't you tell that I'm in on the joke? I can tell. Oh yeah." But it's very rare that you see a movie try to actually be genuine and just go with its concept. There's always just this kind of like self-defense mechanism that movies have where like they can't be genuine. This is especially true with every single Marvel movie as of late. They're always just trying to be quirky and like, "Oh yeah, we get it. We get it. Oh yeah, you've seen these tropes over and over again. Haha, commentate on that." Guardians of the Galaxy, that kind of thing. Where it's just like, "Oh, we're making fun of this. Oh, we're all standing up in a circle. How do you like that?" Instead of just genuinely doing a thing. And this movie, on the other hand, Isle of Dogs, it just goes with the concept and does not at all try to wink at the audience and say that it's stupid. It just goes with it completely, 100% genuine. Like, I would say that this movie is as genuine in its portrayal of what it wants to be as a dog would be when you come home from work and you have a dog and that dog is happy to see you, and that happiness is probably the most genuine happiness that you could ever experience. Like if you're depressed, if you're feeling depressed and lonely, get a dog. Dogs will make you feel happy when you see them, when you see how genuine their happiness to see you is. It is absolutely amazing. So I would say that this movie is as genuine as a dog is when you come home from work. It is brilliant. It is absolutely pure and great. And not only is it genuine, it's also 100% clean. Like, this movie doesn't have any cussing in it. It doesn't have any, like, weird sexuality. You could watch this movie with your mom. You could watch this movie with your grandma. You could watch this, well, maybe not. There's a few scenes that are a little bit disturbing. There's, like, some violence. There is actually a scene where they visually show a liver transplant. But that's like a medical kind of violence. It's not the kind of violence that's like ripping people to shreds and stuff like that. So this is it's a clean film. It's a genuine film. It covers the entire gamut of emotions as well. Like every kind of emotion that you could ever experience is somewhere present in this film. Like from the romantic feeling of attraction that someone first feels when they first see someone they fall in love with, to like the the simultaneous happiness and sadness that they experience when they realize that they have run into, and the person they are dealing with is a long lost friend, and also realize that that long lost friend is not, they're not going to be able to spend any more time with them because the long lost friend has to go away. There's just, I don't know, there's just so many emotions, so many grand statements, so many character arcs in this movie. Like the main character arc is just a person who learns, or a dog rather, who learns the value of connecting with people and the value of being a part of something and actually existing and being human. I don't know, the value of connecting with people, and it's great. It's a great arc. Also, the composition in this movie, the visual style of this film. It is a stop motion animated film that looks like it's CG because it's so well put together. And every single shot in this film, this is a very, very cliche thing to say that a lot of people have said, so it's lost its value. But every single shot in this film is like a painting. It's like a well-composed painting. Like Wes Anderson has always been this way. Every single shot in this film is like a painting. If you watch a Wes Anderson film, that's the way it is. But in this way especially, because he takes advantage of the way animation works too. Like there's certain shots that you could never do with live action that you could only do with animation. Like there's this shot where like the dogs are approaching at different like rates, and the rates are kind of calculated, and they're approaching each other and battling each other, and they're just, oh my god, I don't know. It's just a great film. Whatever. Go see this film. It's a great film. You should all watch it. I didn't even hear about it. I didn't even know about it until I looked at the listings in the movie, until I looked at the listings of movies that were playing. So I don't even know if this movie has any attention on it whatsoever. But if you haven't heard of this film, just go watch it. It's great. It's enjoyable. It's fun. It's witty. It has great dialogue that is both witty and also delivered with a natural cadence that makes it feel human and real, even though most of the characters who are in this world are dogs. It's just great. Watch it. Watch it. That's all I have to say. I don't want to reveal anything about the actual story that happens. Just watch it. It's great. That's all I have to say. This is the end of the Kokino Podcast. I hope you had a great time. And if you didn't, I don't know, leave a comment below. Let me know how I can improve at my craft at making these things interesting, because I don't know. I don't know what I'm just throwing darts blindly, hoping that it'll hit something, hoping it'll hit the target, man. I'll see you next time. Have a good life.